on this
I like
festival. So here we go, big cheer if you're cheering for yellow, give them a huge cheer.
Look how tiny they are, only about 21-foot wingspan, about just over 17 feet long, 30 horsepower VW engine. Well, there's a few out there, so we might get that result back. Look at that, sitting up there in box formation. Now remember, this time of the afternoon, they're getting a little bit of heat off the ground. There's not much breeze out there, probably about 5 to 6 knots of breeze. These guys have been practicing for many hours. These guys have a ball, guys and gal have a ball. There's Julie up there, is married to Alan Garside. Built in France, 2 tiny little engines on the wings. There's a lot of people who may not have been to an air show before coming out here to experience this very first Midland Air Festival. So we'll just introduce you to a lot of different terms. Our apologies to all the aficionados out there. What a beautiful break there. Closing speed of 1,000 miles an hour or whatever it is. This is more like about 100 miles an hour.
I'm thinking the yellow is looking 95 myself.
Pick up a little bag of the finder. I don't know whether they use all-purpose or self-raising. I don't know which is the best.
Well, the one that missed was obviously plain, I think. Didn't have enough lift. And another one, spot on.
Bit of skill involved here. Yep. The yellow man strikes first.
But of course.
Everything lined up there. Oh, number 2.
Oh.
Just your yellow man again.
No, he was just being kind. He was just giving others a really good chance.
Yep. No, they were a lot more accurate yesterday. 2 up there at the present time. Which one are you going for? Going for the lower one. Beautiful time. I think they've done this before. I have a royal connection.
Ooh.
I have a royal connection and it wasn't the Duke of Sussex. Oh, whoa! Look at that, he spun it with the wingtip board.
Literally grazed it.
1 T2, waving their arms out there, they're in the fresh air. What a beautiful way to fly. Give them a big wave up there.
That's what makes it fly.
It's completely unpowered and it's in a state of what they call auto-rotation. how very manoeuvrable
The heart, just for me. You do me a heart.
A lot of these now replacing a lot of the light helicopters in the role of aerial mustering. So that the market for these would be huge. A lot simpler than some of these lighter helicopters. They have a longer life. I don't think they do too much cattle mustering here in the UK, but certainly in the United States, Canada, some of the Latin American countries as well, and back home, certainly do a lot of it. You can see just how manoeuvrable it is.
Yeah, I'm told that it's a very special day for
That was only 20 years after the Wright brothers' first flight. Looked nothing like as modern as this particular machine.
So presumably this can land just about anywhere.
On a dime, and that is one of Pete's special, starting to get a lot of requests for it. Instead of just a fun part. Look at that. Now, of course, Pete has many thousands of hours, about 3,000 hours flying gyrocopters, and he's been flying for about 33 years. First issued his display authority for gyrocopters in 19. He is a very highly skilled pilot and a great guy. Displays not only here in the UK but also in Europe, United States, and down in New Zealand as well. He was one of the big kids at Master. Literally, you could stop in a McDonald's car park.
There are other things available here.
Well, you can see how the aircraft can slow fly as well. So it does not have to be moving at a great rate of knots to keep those rotor blades moving. Starting to have a lot of competitions for these as well. Look at this. Up, around, and down as sweet as you like. That aircraft with that big sun aeroplane, because they can call in bigger airplanes.
Don't upset them. So the offset is airborne.
Now this particular model first flew in 1945, and they eventually produced introduced 4. You can see the flaps sitting out there under the wings at the back to give better low-speed handling and the ability to take off and land in smaller spaces.
She actually looks so fragile for the job she was doing, a pioneering job. She looks fragile, doesn't she?
Well, if you have a look at it, a lot of these are wood, fabric and steel tube fuselage. But they perform a very, very vital role. Believe it or not, it wasn't one of these, it was an American aircraft against a German aircraft, a Fiesler Storch, designed for the same reason, that performed one of the very last dogfights of World War II, when they blazed away at each other with pistols, just outside Berlin. You can see how low and slow these aircraft are flying. This allows the pilot to be able to observe what is going on the ground. Now, he can call in artillery fire, and in the early days with the pilots, they found it was easier to get army personnel who knew about artillery and teach them how to fly than it was to get RAF pilots to then to each other's lines, record what was going on and fly back. And it wasn't until somebody unsportingly started taking a rifle with them and pot-shotting that the aerial warfare really started.
Spotting.
Ninja wine. I love ninja wine. See just how slow the aircraft are flying. A 145 horsepower de Havilland. Bit of a knife edge pass there. I think he's been watching Lauren a little bit too long. Just shows the controllability, that being accomplished by the use of the aileron and the rudder. The annual manoeuvres with the British Army of the Rhine. Actually stayed on strength right the way up till 1987 at the moment, or he's flying slow to come in and land over an obstacle into a very, very short field. Because these aircraft not only spotted ground targets, but they're also used for what they call liaison, where they could get messages in. Look at that high-speed pass. It's all good.
I'm going to start my own little association, the We Love the Oscar Association. How about that?
And you would be joined by many thousands of men. Caliber machine guns, up to 2,500 pounds of bombs. The Brazilians, their famous Noza Senta Apua. Islands and the Japanese homeland had a different wing, increased fuel capacity. That engine just stopped. Away, ladies and gentlemen, as he goes past. Beautiful performance of the B-47. Nice wing work. Don't really talk about the performance. Don't know what happened with the magnificent efforts because this particular aircraft is a Westland SWAT. It was developed as the Navy version of the Scout. principal difference between...
Basically got good laws and good stuff there. So yeah, so there we've got a beautiful sunny day here at Rageley Hall. Let's imagine ourselves to be absolutely freezing cold. Really big seas, wind.
Rain.
That's what it's like down in the South Atlantic, South Georgia, Falkland Islands. This is a helicopter.
Designed from the outset to handle Royal Navy ships. And the whole idea of it was like a manned torpedo-carrying helicopter, which is extended to its flares. It could also be fitted as floats later on. Would stay afloat long enough for the crew to get out. South Africa and down there in the Falklands, because they were introduced into operational service in 1964. Similar to again Portsmouth.
Yeah, exactly when all the ships went out. Well, she was went on to some of the frigates, so she was able to land.
Terry Dock Mud, and it's one of two.
We did confess to that.
Yes.
I will let it.
This helicopter actually flies as part of an extended Navy Wings collection. It's a mixture of helicopters and fixed-wing aircraft, piston engine jets. They're from private government collections, including they're based upon the Royal Navy Historic Flight and the Flying Navy Heritage Trust, plus these other aircraft that really can tell a tale, like a cross-section through the history of naval air operations, running right the way through Korea, right the way through
Hovering capabilities there.
I said earlier that there's fluid 26 Squadron RAF was the first unit to be equipped with the Mustang, powered then by the Allison. 16,700 Mustangs produced in all different marks. This is one of the P-51D. As we mentioned earlier with the P-47, the RAF put a bubble canopy on the Typhoon and increased the all-round visibility. The same thing happened with the Thunderbolt and the Mustang. Didn't happen until November 1943. This is the version you most see. 650 caliber machine guns. Those VLR missions took their own toll. Some of those missions they could time for up to 8 hours. Mustang, two Mustang fuselages together. Didn't see service in World War II. Air Forces looking happy. I have to do a plug here too. Okay, so we got some Koreans in the Korean campaign. With some verve, I must say. What grace! How fantastic is that?
I don't know how they're up there. How do they do it?
It's just,
how does it work?
It's lifted. Power, thrust, drag, United States to the UK. He's giving a wave, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a huge wave. Little wing waggle there. Seven different variants.
I always wonder when they do those sort of things, who volunteers to be the first? Generally say to me, look, what we've done is this, we could have just entered in, it would be fine, just to save us everything, just pop up and just give it a bit of a test.
I think test pilots or combat.
We were interrupted earlier on when you were teaching, you were giving them a bit of a flying lesson, so you might fly something like this.
It's exactly the same. The principles apply, but
I am
well, in today's modern training, streamlined around the sharp end. very, very capable aircraft. Here's the Hawk now. Two-seat training and touring aircraft. 1930s by Stock the Tongan, Antwerp, Belgium. And we use it as an aerobatic trainer. How they're getting in formation there.
They're going to do things, aren't they?
Yep, they will. Peel off. And a bit of a tail chase here, or line astern.
So how long have you been doing aerobatics as parents for?
Since day one.
Really?
I can tell you from back in what they call VIC, the V formation. Again, the leading aircraft there is actually flying the formation. The other guys are just taking position. Just to give you an idea what it's like there, if you can imagine driving with three of your mates on a road in equal cars, equal together. You all have your foot down at the same rate, the same speed, but when you come to a curve, the outside you will have to speed up to keep in that same line. And the inside one should actually slow down. Beautiful. A lot of skill involved in this. This is what a military pilot is taught in the very early days. So you imagine World War II, they get in it. Once they learn how to act, obviously the aircraft are very much higher performance than here. Basically it's all down to carbon fibre, things like the edges that are kept upright with air pumping through, and the skill level that's involved in that is incredible. Now will we see another break? Today by Matt Beard with co-pilot Dave Bardlow, and same radial engine that's in the venerable DC-3. Massive 104-foot wingspan. Very slow to do anything, but certainly does that section across the width of the wing. Named Catalina by the Commonwealth Forces, the British Commonwealth Forces. Known as the PBY to the Americans from a series of identifiers that they came up with in the late 1920s. PB for patrol bomber, Y for consolidated aircraft, the manufacturer. There's a cruise speed of about 125 miles an hour. Very, very slow. Many of them also produced as pure flying boats.
So when you're landing on water, presumably you're taking into account not only the wind conditions, but also the conditions of waves,
You are a pilot.
tide, and all that sort of
Ship's
thing.
captain.
And that's it.
And the size of this thing, the size of the wing and the tail, certainly weathercocking with the wind, trying to steer with the engines. Had a sea anchor that they used to be able to throw out. Could carry one or two 30 caliber machine guns in a bow turret right back. Also used for used on the so-called Dumbo missions, where based on the Disney character.
Must have been a great sight when you saw it coming and you knew that rescuers.
You were sitting up there, nothing but water around you in the tiny little. He was actually wounded 72.
How much did you not talk to see one of these in our periscope?
Very much did not want to see them. Because they could loiter around for hours. If they spy anymore. Give him a big wave, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. There he is in the blister, you can see him now. And you might think, well, that doesn't impress me terribly much, but that aircraft was the military. They actually worked for Travel Air, but they did that design basically in secret before they even approached their boss. And their boss was Walter Beach, who later founded Beechcraft. And they covered over all the vents in the top of the factory so that people couldn't see or get photographs of what was happening. Now that design, done in their spare time without any...
I absolutely love this. This just captures a moment in time, doesn't it?
Oh.
That era.
The race band. Wings themselves were wooden and they were wire braced internally. You can still see some flying wires there as well. The Thompson Trophy race and the Cleveland Air races. There were tens of thousands of people.
I bet a few bets were put on, a few dollars were
Oh,
put on.
reverted to the traditional right radial. And it was flown by Pancho Barnes, Florence Pancho Barnes. If any of you have seen the movie The Right Stuff, Punch were there at that auction, prevented anyone else from bidding on it except her, but she got the aircraft. After her death in 1975, it was sold to an owner for Aero Antiques for Richard Seeley. He's flying the aircraft in the race number White 29. Give them a big wave, ladies and gentlemen. Think back to maybe half a dozen of these, maybe the RAF as the Harvard one. It was known to the US Navy as the SNJ one. Actually had a few nasty characteristics because the wing did not have any washout. And that washout actually changes the angle. They modified the aircraft, BC-2, for a very short period of time. I think they only built one BC-2 before the designation changed to pilots for their countries. Fitted with a variety of armament. When used for gunnery training, you could actually have the observer in the back with a light caliber machine gun. Forward firing machine gun going through the propeller arc with the use of an interrupter gear, light series bombs under the wings. Post-Worldly serving aircraft in the RAF. One aircraft flying in 1945, a lead-lease machine, still flying in 1995 as a helicopter chaser. Kiwis use Mustang. Give the big wave. World-class restorations. This Blenheim is actually representing the Mark 1. It's actually a Mark 1F, the fighter version, and this is painted in the markings of the aircraft war, operating with 23 Squadron from RAF Wittering between September 39 and December 1940. The original aircraft was built by Avro and flew with 23 Squadron throughout the Battle of Britain. Struck off charge in December 1940 after being damaged. Responsible for 3 Victoria Crosses, Acting Wing Commander Huey Edwards VC, and was severely wounded and was awarded that posthumously. Also Acting Wing Commander Hugh Malcolm carried out a lot of raids in Tunisia, and in one of these attacking German troop concentrations at Chugui in December 1942. He led the aircraft against intense anti-aircraft fire and pressed home attacks until his aircraft was lost to German fire. Beautiful 50 miles an hour faster than the prototype lost at Rageley.
She was the bomber, but lighter than
those for the bomber. They built over 6,000 of these, including just under 700 built by Fair, which are flying in the world everywhere.
I think Southampton might have to Mark 11. Magnificent Spitfire. Give them a huge round of applause away. This is a very special moment here at the Midland Air Festival.
Incredible to think that this aircraft flew way back in January 1932 major variants of this machine, used by 41 military operations. Although there were a variety of engines that were fitted, design actually started off, I suppose you could call it, as a bit of a speculator. Lockheed were variety of engines. They produced a version of this called the AT-11, the Kansan, cargo transport. Very humble, 9,000 built. They'd only manufactured about basically 5 to a 17 passenger transport. Of course, the few movies as well. Freight, and there were also quite a few illicit uses to which they were used. Military designation, the C-45, C for cargo, 72, and not relinquished by the US Army until 1976. Quite a lot of them still flying here. Not only used in the training role, but